Well, this morning I'm going to talk about a little bit different stuff. I'm going to talk about microgreens, getting your garden ready. March is about on us in some areas. You got a greenhouse, even if you don't have one. Uh, going, going over your seeds. These are just some I grabbed up real quick as tomato seeds. There's different kinds here. But anyway, how are we going to do it low cost? I buy my seeds at the end of this growing season. Usually they'll sell them to you real cheap. I put them in a controlled atmosphere, my wine cooler, and then I get ready. You can see my. All right. Throughout the year, I buy things. All right. Let's see. All right. This is something I buy chicken in, and it's already got the holes in the top of them. You got the holes in the top. I gotta come up with a better way of getting this off the top. Now, instead of leaving the together, you can leave it together. I poke holes in the bottom in these little spots, and then I make sure the holes are open on top. Look at my dogs. You have to get down. And then I have a hard time getting this off. I have to soak it for 2 or 3 days. But I fill it up with potting soil, poke holes in the bottom. And now sometimes I leave the lid attached. And then sometimes I don't if I'm growing microgreens or something like that. I take and zip the top of it off. We're connected right here. And then soak these and get all the stuff off of them. Poke holes in this. Well, how do you keep it from going everywhere? Well, I take these little dog pads and I lay it under my my containers, and I just mist them with water. I don't drench them. Now, I do drench them when I first start them, and then I set them in the drainer and let them drain. And then after that, I just spray them with a sprayer. And now but your stuff will come in all sizes and all shapes. Here's something the cookies came in. Now I will poke holes in the top of this and get the labels off of it. But they make great little containers to start your plants in. And there's all kinds of sizes. What are you doing? He won't leave me alone. It never does. And then here's another one that I bought chicken in. My dogs like chicken, so I buy it already cooked when I'm lazy. And then I get the labels off. I wish somebody could tell me a better way to take these labels off. And now that would be pretty good size deal. Always poke little holes in the bottom, which is pretty easy to do. Put this on there. I got plastic tables in my sunroom, and I lay them and get them started. This has got holes along the sides, see here? Oh, you always have to have holes in the top of these. But in March is my time to start getting my starter plants like my tomatoes and so on and so forth ready. Because I'm going to plant a garden. And in April, when I'll put them outside. But I've got a 34-foot, 12-foot wide sunroom that I've turned into growing my microgreens and my starter plants. And then all I got to do out there, if I got it setting this way, I'll turn it every 2 days or so all the way around so they can grow evenly. without grow lights. Because you want to keep your house pretty well warm anyway. I've seen people put starter heaters underneath them and this, that, and the other. You don't have to. But you do need a lid on these to keep them going. Oh, big boy, what is your problem? He thinks everything's his. But anyway, these containers, don't throw them away. Use them. Use them. I've used some for 3 years. And I'm always getting new ones because I'm lazy, and instead of making my own cookies, I buy them or buy my chicken in different kinds of containers. I've got one store that sells me like that. Walmart sells my chicken like this. But after you get started and everything, you've got all these containers and that you can grow greens in, and these dog pads are expensive, but after you let them drain from the freezer soaking, these will last for a whole season. You know, you cover your table up and then mist it. If you get a little bit of drainage in the bottom, they'll pretty well dry anyway. And now my mulch bin outside, I always keep it covered up with plastic in case of nuclear fallout or this, that, and the other that won't get into the soil. I always keep a few bags of potting soil in bins inside, you know, the big plastic bins. I seal them up and keep them inside. Well, what's the matter, baby? But like I said, these are my vinegars. Sometimes you can soak some seed in vinegar and give them a start. I've got to take this orange vinegar here and take the husk and stuff out of my pineapple stuff's over there. And my apple, they're already getting scobies in them. You know, you ever have your own vinegar? He's knocking stuff down. What do you want? He pestered me till I give him something. But like I said, don't throw your containers away. Figure out something to do with them. I sit there and soak them and take all the little labels off of them. And I do need a better way of taking the label off. But after I soak them, I poke the holes, the places in the lids so they can get air and still stay pretty warm. But these are great for microgreens. And you have to poke a few holes in the bottom. Now, in my microgreens, after I get them started, I take the lid and take it completely off instead of leaving it like this, because I'll take it and do it like this. Take the lid completely off, and that way I can always put it back on there when I start them. And then I can stack my lids, you know, and then I still got all these containers with the microgreens and stuff growing up here. And you can harvest them probably every 3 or 4 days, once a week, and you'll have a good salad and this, that, and the other. I use my pickled onions, my pickled cauliflower, and all my pickled vegetables, and sprinkle in my greens, and mix a little olive oil in it, and I've already got a salad. And like I said, one of these, well, half of it will make me a salad for the day, the other half for the next day. And I don't have to cut all of it at once. I can cut half of it and then cut the other half with a pair of scissors. And a lot of people sell microgreens at the store, and they're pretty expensive. But you can also start your seeds in them. I gotta get these back in the freezer, wine cooler. But like I said, I always buy the seeds that come, they're natural seeds. I forget the word. Maybe somebody remember it. That they're not hybrids or whatever. I can't forget. I remember the word. But like I said, you can start 1 or 50. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to have buy the starter kits at the store. You've already bought these with food and candy and cookies and chicken, and if they ain't got the holes in the top, poke a few holes. If they got the holes in the bottom, poke a few holes. And I'll say, well, I don't have but one or two windows to the north. I mean, to the south, excuse me. Well, then we could open the window, go out there and lean 2x4s up, stretch it over with plastic, make sure you got weights on the bottom where they can't get in. You can put 2 or 3 layers if you want to. You can get to your stuff by opening the window and leaving it cracked to keep from freezing or whatever, and treat your stuff like that. And you could also, if you need a cold storage, you can put it right outside the window, and then that way you'll have a cold storage. But on a miniature greenhouse, you can have it right outside the windows on the south side of the house, propped up with 2x4s or whatever else you want to do, staple it in, and then leave your window cracked, and it'll have enough heat in there that you can grow your microgreens and stuff during the winter months, because you'll get some sunlight. But like I said, these are great for starting, growing. The only thing I don't like about it is trying to get them labels off of them. I have to soak them and soak them and soak them, and then peel a little bit at a time. But like I said, there's always a better method somebody might come up with, but the only way I got is soaking them. I'll make sure all these little lids are open. And that's it. It's all pretty easy, really. I grow, I've got 11 windows on that side in the sunroom, just solid glass. And I put mine in there. I will start about the 1st of March with my seeds. Now, during the winter, I've had my microgreens growing all winter, because I'm almost a vegetarian. Ain't that right? You're the one that eats all this chicken, ain't you, baby? He loves his fried chicken. Yeah, you do. And he's too fat already. Let me show you too. Come here, big boy. Come here. You don't like it? You don't want to be on camera? You don't? You don't like being on camera? Well, why not? Are you camera shy? Yeah. You don't like it, you won't get close to it. Well, let me let you go, because I got to play with this foolish dog. You baby. Bye-bye.